everyone, my name is Alex, and I'm a 16-year-old schoolgirl. But my life is not quite like the lives of other kids my age. I have experienced a lot at a young age, and it has made me grow up faster than I should have. Just a couple of years ago, life was great. I was enjoying my school days, making friends, and just being a carefree teenager. However, a tragic event occurred, and it completely changed the course of my life. Now I find myself in a constant battle, not just with the external challenges, but also with my own emotions. This experience has forced me to mature earlier than I ever thought I would. I have had to learn how to deal with difficult situations, supporting my family, and making tough decisions. It has been a steep learning curve, and I often wish I could go back and change a few things that happened in my past. One fine Saturday, my mom Julie and my dad Michael were sitting in the living room laughing and playing games. My parents were my best friends.
You know, Michael, we have not had a proper family vacation in ages. You're right, Jules. Life has been so hectic lately. We need a break.
I was scrolling through vacation photos on my phone. I chimed in. Hey, remember that amazing beach trip we took a few years ago? Why don't we do something like that again? Mom and Dad exchanged intrigued looks.
A beach vacation does sound lovely, but maybe we should try something different this time. Like what, Julie?
My eyes lit up with an adventurous idea. How about a road trip? We could explore new places, camp under the stars, and take in breathtaking scenery along the way.
That sounds like so much fun. Is there any specific route in mind, Alex?
I excitedly presented a map tracing a route with my finger. We could start here, driving along the coast, visit those charming little towns, and end up at that beautiful national park. It's a perfect mix of adventure and relaxation.
I like the way our daughter thinks. What do you say, Jules? I say it's settled. Let us plan a family road trip we will never forget.
We huddled together on the couch, map and brochures in hand, eagerly discussing the details of our upcoming adventure. Thinking about spending a good time with family and trying new things made us feel happy and excited. Soon we left for a dreamy road trip. Dad was driving and me and Mom was gossiping in the back seat. The car was packed with snacks, maps, and excitement.
All right, you two, we are officially on vacation. Where should our first pit stop be? How about that little diner we passed a few miles back? They had the best pie the last time we were there.
Pie for breakfast? Count me in. My mom smiled and turned up the radio, and a lively tune filled the car.
Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. You're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long.
I chuckled while watching my parents sing with joy. The road in front of us seemed long and full of exciting things to explore. You guys are the coolest.
Only because we have the coolest daughter and the coolest road trip playlists.
We had an incredible time on our road trip. We stayed up all night, chatting and playfully teasing each other. I felt like the happiest girl in the world, having the perfect mom and dad by my side. The next morning, as the sun began to rise, we reluctantly realized that it was time to head back home. Oh, is it time to go back?
Yes, dear. Unfortunately, you have school tomorrow.
Can I please take the day off, Mom?
No. Come on, Alex. We will plan another road trip soon. I know you enjoy these trips.
Promise?
Promise.
We sadly started going back home. Dad was driving and we were talking and laughing as usual, but then something surprising suddenly showed up in the front of us. Dad quickly turned the steering wheel and the car went onto the side of the road.
Michael, what happened? Are you okay? Alex, are you okay?
Yes, Mom.
I'm sorry. I think it was a cat. It's okay. Just be careful.
Dad gently moved the car back onto the road. The road was almost empty, but suddenly a truck came from behind really fast and crashed into our car. It was a big crash, and before I could understand what was going on, there was screams and everything went dark. Mom? Dad?
Alex, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Mom? Mom was not answering us. We got really worried and tried hard to wake her up. Dad and I called for help and quickly went to the hospital. The doctor started to help her right away. The hospital room felt very sad and tense. Dad was sitting next to Mom's bed looking worried and sad. There are machines around her beeping and making noise. I was standing close by.
Michael, come closer.
Dad moved closer to Julie. His face was full of sadness.
Julie, I'm here. Say.
Mom tried to speak, but it was hard for her. She looked into Dad's eyes.
Promise me something. Of course, Julie, what is it?
Mom reached out her trembling hand and Dad held it gently.
Promise me, Michael, that you will find someone to love and care for Alex like I do. She needs a mother's love even after I'm gone.
Tears started falling from Dad's eyes as he nodded.
I promise, Julie, I will do anything I can to find the right person. Someone who will love Alex just like you do.
I was unable to control my tears. I stepped closer. My voice was trembling. Mom, please don't leave us. I need you. She managed to smile a little. Her eyes were filled with love for her family.
I will always love you, sweetheart. Both of you.
The hospital room became very quiet, except for the machines beeping. Dad, Mom, and I shared one last tender moment as a family.
We love you, Julie, always.
Mom's eyes closed, and her breathing became faint. A few moments later, the beeping from the machines changed to a continuous sad sound. Dad and I hold each other tightly, both feeling the deep loss of our beloved wife and mother. We knew that keeping Mom's promise would be a way to honor her love and family. After a few months, our life came to normal, but without Mom. Nothing was the same. Dad was taking much care of me, and I had also become responsible. We became best friends. Dad used to tell me everything. One day, he came home from his office and called me excitedly. What is it, Dad?
Today, I stood by the coffee machine, trying to wake up with a cup of coffee. Ella, a new employee, entered the break room.
Is she cute?
Yes. She just started this week.
What else?
As we chatted over coffee, a connection formed between us. We have so many common interests and a sense of humor.
Aw, I want to meet her, Dad.
Even though I want you to meet her, it will be too soon to invite her home.
Do something, please.
Okay, I will try.
I was so excited to meet Dad's new friend. After a few days, Dad invited her home. I was so happy. I liked her in the first meeting. Then her visits started becoming frequent. The day our cozy living room was filled with laughter and warmth. Ella, now a close friend, sat on the couch, sharing stories and bonding with Dad and me. Ella, guess what? I found a baby bird in the backyard.
No way, Alex. That's amazing. Can I see it?
I eagerly ran off to get the rescued bird.
Alex took a liking to you, Ella. I'm glad you came over today. I'm glad too, Michael. Your family is wonderful.
As Ella and I spent time together, the bond between us grew stronger. Ella went to her home after dinner. I like her, Dad. And I know you also like her.
Are you comfortable with her, Alex?
Yes, Dad. Will you talk to her?
Sure, dear.
We invited Ella for dinner again. The three of us sat around the kitchen table having dinner together. Ella has become a regular guest at our home. Ella, my school is having a science fair and I need help with my project. Will you help me, pretty please?
Of course, Alex. I would love to help you with your project. What is it about?
Dinosaurs.
Oh, I love dinosaurs. That sounds fun, you two. Teamwork.
As we chatted and planned the science project, it was clear that we had become not just friends, but a little family of our own, united by care and mutual respect.
Ella, there's something important I want to ask you. What is it, Michael?
I was unable to contain my excitement any longer. I interrupted them as I spoke. Wait, let me go first! Both Dad and Ella turned their attention to me. I stood up with a determined and heartfelt look on my face. Ella, you have been a part of our lives for so long now, and I love you like family. I want you to be my mom officially. Tears filled Ella's eyes as she reached out to hug me.
Alex, I love you like my own, and I would be honored to be your mom.
My eyes shined with joy, but I had not finished yet. Dad, you should ask Ella the big question now.
Ella, I have loved you from the moment we met, and I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me?
Ella, tears of happiness in her eyes, nodded vigorously.
Yes, Michael, 1,000 times yes.
They shared a tender kiss, sealing their commitment to each other and me, creating a loving family filled with happiness and hope for the future. Ella and Dad got married, and now it was time to shift Ella with us. The living room was filled with anticipation as Dad and I awaited Ella's arrival. A bouquet sat on the coffee table. The front door opened and Ella entered, wearing a radiant smile.
Welcome home, Mrs. Anderson.
Welcome home, Ella! Ella was greeted with hugs and laughter, her heart warmed by the genuine love of her new family.
Thank you both. I'm so happy to be home.
We all sat together on the couch, a united and loving family.
Ella, having you in our lives has made everything perfect. We are so lucky to have you.
Yeah, Ella, you made everything better. I love you.
I love both of you too, more than words can express. Our family is perfect just the way it is.
My life was much better after Ella's arrival. Dad got a little free, and Ella used to take care of me like my mom did. I started loving Ella the way I loved Mom. One day, Ella called me to tell a secret.
Alex, come here.
Yes?
I have something important to tell you.
What is it, Ella?
You are going to have a little sister or brother.
What? Are you serious? I'm so happy. I hugged her tightly. Ella was pregnant and it made me happy. We told Dad and his eyes were filled with happiness.
Congratulations, Alex. Same to you, Dad. Now we have to take care of Ella, right? You're a big girl now. Help her whenever you are free, okay?
Sure, Dad. Days passed, and Ella was getting busier with her pregnancy appointments and work. I started feeling ignored. I decided to talk to her. I sat on her bed, feeling a mix of emotions as I watched Ella prepare for the day. Ella, who was visibly tired, had been busy with her pregnancy, and the dynamics in the house had shifted. Ella, can we talk? Ella turned to me, her expression a mixture of exhaustion and concern.
Of course, Alex. What is on your mind?
I took a deep breath, trying to find the right words. It feels like things have changed between us since you got pregnant. I miss our special moments, just you and me. Ella felt a pang of guilt. She approached me and sat beside me.
I'm so sorry, Alex. You mean the world to me, and I did not mean to make you feel neglected.
I know the baby is important, and I'm excited about being a big sister, but I don't want us to drift apart.
You're right, Alex. I promise we will not drift apart. We will find a way to balance our special moments even with the new baby.
We shared a heartfelt hug. It reassured us that our bond was strong enough to withstand changes and challenges.
You are going to be an amazing big sister, Alex. I love you so much.
I love you too, Ella, and I can't wait to meet the baby. Everything was going well. Ella gave birth to a baby boy. He was so cute. I used to play with him daily, but Ella grew apart from me, the thing I feared the most. I was sad, but Dad assured me that after the baby grows a little older, everything will be fine, and I decided to give Ella some time. That day, Ella scolded me for a silly reason which was unexpected. I was sad and decided to tell Dad after he came. The living room was tense. Ella sat on the couch holding the baby while I was doing my homework nearby. Dad arrived home sensing the tension.
What is going on here? Why is it so quiet? Alex was supposed to help with dinner, but she has been neglecting her chores lately.
I have homework, Ella. I can't do everything. And what about my school meeting today? Do you think you can just skip them? Ella got angry, and my eyes welled up with tears, feeling overwhelmed and unheard.
All right. Let us calm down. Ella and Alex, we need to talk about this without getting upset.
Dad, I feel like I have been treated differently since the baby came. Ella never scolds him, but she's always upset with me. Ella, feeling a pang of guilt, tries to explain.
Alex, I know things have been tough since the baby arrived, but I am still learning how to balance everything. I didn't mean to make you feel neglected. And Alex, remember that Ella is adjusting too. Let us just try to communicate better as a family.
Alex wipes away her tears noddingly. Okay, but can we also remember it's not just my responsibility to take care of every house chore?
You're right, Alex. I should have asked for her help rather than expecting you to do it all. Good. Let us work on understanding and supporting each other better from now on. We are a family, and we need to stick together.
But these kinds of things kept happening frequently. Ella used to scold me, and I had to adjust because of the new baby. Even though he was my brother, I hated feeling neglected, and even Dad was not spending as much time with me. I started to feel alone. One evening, Ella, holding the baby, sat on the bed, while Dad sat beside her. The baby has grown a bit, and Ella's expression was resolute.
Michael, we need to talk about something important. Sure, Ella. What's on your mind?
Ella glanced at me. Her tone was cold.
I think it's time we convert Alex's room into a playroom for the baby.
I was taken aback that she was talking about my personal space.
Ella, that's Alex's room. She needs her space and privacy.
Ella persisted with a manipulative edge to her voice.
But, Michael, it is the best choice for the baby. Alex can move her stuff into the basement.
No way! I won't!
Michael, don't you see? This is what is best for our family. You know how important it is for the baby to have a playroom. I understand your point, but we should consider Alex's feelings too. It is her room. Michael, I just want what is best for our child. I thought you would be on the same page with me. I am, but... Then it's settled. We will convert Alex's room into a playroom. It is for the baby's sake.
I looked at Dad. He got manipulated and was unable to oppose Ella. I had understood that there was no way he could support me. I tried to adjust the maximum, but this was getting a lot. I was not going to give up my room for sure. I decided to teach Ella a lesson. The next morning, when Dad went to the office, Ella came to my room and started knocking continuously until I opened the door. What is it?
Alex, we need to talk.
What is there to talk about, Ella?
It's about your room. We need it for the playroom. You have to move to the basement.
No way, Ella. This is my room. I'm not moving.
You are being unreasonable, Alex. We need the space.
I do not care, Ella. I'm not giving up my room.
You need to understand, Alex. This is Michael's house. He loves me and my son, and he will do whatever it takes to make us comfortable.
I don't believe you, Ella. He would not kick me out.
You're pushing your luck, Alex. Michael will do whatever it takes to protect his family.
Well, I'm not moving no matter what he says.
Fine, Alex. You're making a big mistake. We will see how this plays out.
Dad returned home in the evening and called me, his expression hinting that Ella might have complained about me. Dad, I'm not giving up my space.
Please, Alex, try to adjust. You are a big girl now. Just move to the basement, or my husband might have to make some tough decisions.
Stop it, Ella. Mind your words. This house does not belong to your hubby. This is my mom's house, and after she is gone, it belongs to me. Ella seemed confused and turned to Dad, seeking some support.
Michael, can you believe the nonsense she's talking about? Let us discuss removing her from the house.
In a moment of anger, Ella grabbed my elbow and tried to push me, but I stood my ground. Enough, Ella! Do you want to see the proof? The tension in the room was thick, and it was clear that the confrontation was far from over. I grabbed my mom's documents from inside and handed them to her. Look with your own eyes. This house is mine now, and if I want, I can throw you out of the house right now.
Oh, is that so?
Ella rushed to tear the documents, but suddenly Dad started screaming in anger.
Enough, you both! Ella, I have never expected this from you. Alex is my daughter, and you're telling me to throw her out of the house?
Ella, realizing that her manipulation had backfired, attempted to backtrack.
Michael, I didn't mean it like that. I was just trying to make her understand. Ella, you don't understand the bond between Alex and me. We have been through so much together, and I will always stand by her.
I could see the realization dawning on Ella that her plan had failed. She tried to salvage the situation.
Michael, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause trouble. It's just that I thought... No, Ella. It is not how we handle things in this family. We don't turn our backs on each other. You are the most fake and manipulative woman I have ever seen. Just get out of here. Michael, can't we find a compromise here? I think it's best we take some time to reflect on our actions, Ella.
With that, Dad escorted Ella to the door.
You need to leave for a while. We will talk about this later.
As the door closed behind Ella, I could not help but feel relieved. It was a stark reminder of the strength of the bond between Dad and me.
I'm sorry for everything, Alex. You had to suffer because of me.
Dad, will you bring her back?
Not until she's ready to become your real mom.
I hugged Dad tightly and we sat on the sofa, processing all the events that had just happened throughout the day and missing my mom, Julie.